Now she's ready for welding. A little grinding, and then we'll put it in place so you can see where it goes. Well, there it is. You can't even see the welding that I did and the grinding and everything, but it's on there and it's snug. This is the bracket that holds the steering box in place, and it looks like I'm going to have to do a little more tweaking on this to get it square. I had it mounted on here before, but I had a carriage bolt going through from this side, and the shoulder of the carriage bolt was catching on this, so I could never get this completely tightened down. This is just sitting there, and I drilled this hole today. So the next place for this to go is into the sand blaster. I will take this back off. This nut will get replaced with a lock nut like that. Stainless steel one. I don't think this one's stainless steel. Oh, but I'll be putting a stainless steel one, or maybe even a chrome plated one. Who knows? Woohoo! I actually have a couple extra chrome caps for a 3/8 bolt, so that may get a chrome cap on there. And I have been tinkering with my cleaning situation here. And I got to tell you that kerosene has not done anything to help my situation. I did get this one bushing off, but I had to use a pair of pliers to do it. And kerosene is not seeming to touch the junk that's on there. Whatever that grease was, it's reacting adversely to the parts cleaner that we had it in. And so I also tried gasoline. That's not cutting it. The only thing that did cut it was this brake clean. So because the parts cleaner doesn't work, kerosene doesn't work, gasoline doesn't work, and I had one of these parts soaking in the Totally Awesome cleaner to see if that would help cut it. And that didn't seem to be working. Let me set you down for a second, and I'll get a brush and see if this is working. I hope it will. So I pulled it out of here and used a brush on it, and it didn't touch that stuff there, whatever it is. So looks like I might end up buying half a dozen cans of carburetor cleaner and brake cleaner to get that cleaned up. Yeah, not cool. I don't know what that grease is, but it's some tough stuff, and it's hard as a rock now. I have been thinking more about this situation, and I know I said I was going to just put the flywheel bare. I'm rethinking that. The main reason being is I'm concerned with stones getting kicked up from the bottom and being picked up and thrown out by the flywheel. So I think what I'm going to do is I will use this. I'm going to trim it down more. I'm probably going to trim right up across the top of the starter thing and come right in here, right along here. And I have two bolting points. One is here and the other one is here. So I may come down here and cut it down along there. I haven't fully decided yet. But I'm going to try and keep at least the bottom of this covered so it's not so likely to catch any stones that might get kicked up while we're driving it. I don't plan to be driving off-road with this. Not putting all this work in paint and flywheels and stuff like that to take it out and go mud bogging with it right off the bat. This is going to be a street vehicle, and with that in mind, I did pick up from my town hall today Dodge Center City Code, Section 10.10, golf carts. Yupper. And I think I can make it. Definitions. Driver means the person driving and having physical control of the golf cart. Motorized golf cart means a gas or electric 3- or 4-wheel vehicle used to transport golfers and golf equipment. Whether or not that means it's going to be limited to that, that's determined by the town, and I've already talked to them. Owner means the person whose name appears on the golf cart's registration certificate and holds a permit to operate the vehicle beyond the boundaries of the golf court. So that would be the town is given the permit. All city streets are designated motorized golf court routes. U.S. highways, state of Minnesota highways, and county roads are not designated roadways, even if they are within the city limits, or there are some roads that you can't go on. But anyway, all of that, the ultimate decision, I guess, is going to be made by the town in accordance with what the police determine. It says golf carts shall not exceed a speed of 20 miles an hour. That doesn't mean they're not able to go faster, but that's the speed limit when you're driving on town streets. So I'm still hoping we'll be able to get her done. And I've only been out here for 2 or 3 hours. Didn't get a whole lot accomplished in my way of thinking, but oh well. I did take the roll bar off. I've got to finish welding that up. It's got a lot of grinding to be done on that, and then that can be painted and stored away until we're ready for reassembly. And I have some fixing to do. When I welded this shock bracket on here, although there's a bolt, I got it on crooked. It should be in line with this part. I bent this out here so the shock would fit on it properly. But I need to cut this off, put a new bolt on it, re-weld it. And the welds are pretty sloppy looking. Pretty sloppy looking over here too, because I was in a hurry. I wanted to get some progress going and get my shocks on there. And looking back now, I should have, instead of getting such a hurry, I should have made these so I could bolt them and unbolt them. It would have been easy enough to put a big bolt in here and weld it in place. But anyway, hindsight is always better than foresight. You know what I mean? So, yeah. No more babbling. I'm going to sandblast those parts I just showed you. These right here, they're all going to get taken apart, sandblasted, except for the bolts, of course. And then I can take them in the house and I can paint it. And it'll be one more part ready to go when it's time to start reassembling the goofy cart, not the golf cart, the goofy cart. Oh, hi there, Mr. Bunny Rabbit. How are you tonight? Are you getting some snacks? Haven't seen you all summer long. Yeah, you need to get those carbs and get those proteins in. Keep you warm on a cold night. Good night to you, Bunny Rabbit.